Wagwan guys, it's your boy Amir back again with another Berserk live reaction and review to chapter 373. Had I recorded this a few days ago, I would have said, can't believe it, 2 videos in a single week would have been madness, but had to react to this a little bit later because your boy is suffering from like a throat infection, even an eye one as well. So I've been losing my voice for the past couple of days, but somewhat back. But without further ado, I'm here now. Sore throat, loss of voice, eye infection. It's not going to stop me from reacting to Berserk because Berserk is a goated manga. Anyways, if I remember correctly from the last chapter, to sum it up, it's very quick. I mean, basically, Casca's in some sort of loop. So, pretty much a prisoner in Falconia. And she always forgets Guts. Well, not forget, she doesn't forget Guts, but I mean, whenever she starts to think about him, or even when those 4 letters just pop into her head, boom, she forgets him. And she forgets everything that's pretty much happened. So that constant loop where she loses her memory of what's happened and then regains it. It's very weird. It's a little bit tragic as well when you think about it, because it's like, she's not as, in terms of her situation, or her state more like, it's not as bad as it was when she, regressed into like a childlike state where she forgot everything and she was, Elaine pretty much. But now it's kind of like she's, regained her sanity and everything, but she's still forgetting what happened. The only difference is that from now and before she was again like a kid, like a child, and now she's pretty much a functioning adult in some way. So yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Casca's just, she doesn't deserve it, man. She deserves way better. As well as our boy Guts. But again, just summarizing the last chapter. Now let's get on with 373. So, the rusty iron rings that bind. Why do I feel like it's going to be about the dark beast? Not the dark beast, beast of darkness. And Guts is in a struggle. But likewise, I mean, we're back on Roderick's ship. Finally, they've, Isidro's popped back into the picture because he looked depressed as hell last time I saw him. Like, we never even saw his expression, I believe, but, it was a state that I thought that we've never seen from Isidro before. So we got Isidro and Serpico. I think Isidro's just chilling outside. Oh, and I just missed a little heading underneath. Can Shioke reach beyond on this ship where despair rises? Oh, it's going to be another sad chapter, isn't it? But either way, Isidro's chilling outside, Serpico's trying to find him. In order to ascertain Casca's whereabouts after she was taken, Shioke intends to conduct a magic rite. Is that so? Magic, huh? In this ritual, she will enter into a deep, meditative state to expand her consciousness, raising her power of perception rather, and then, so I guess Shioke is gonna be in that zone again. Hopefully we get to see more of that waterfall or like tsunami madness from, what was it? The Lost Children arc? Oh, that was amazing, man. I think that was like one of my favorite moments in Berserk. What are you even saying, man? Expanding consciousness and raising perception. I'm just as clueless as our boy Isidro. You got Puck outside as well. He's just not saying anything. I'm reading a lot more of the dialogue because I feel like this, again, I feel like something's going to happen with Isidro in terms of like its character development. But either way, Serpico says, listen, Isidro, Elf Island is gone, together with the great spirit tree and all the souls it supported. That's freaking sad, man. The witches lost their home, and many are starting to lose their power. Isidro's just looking gloomy. We were lucky to be strangers to the island, and its vanishing had no particular effect on us. So yeah, just kind of spreading light on the situation, I guess. And Serpico ends his dialogue by saying, "Let's have faith." respect to Serpico, man. It's very hard to have faith during times like this. And now we've got, oh, my bad. He also said, all we could do is trust Shiake now. So she's going to try and find Casca, I believe. So Shiake's, again, drawn something and she's going to sit down and do her thing, her little zone. So Farnese is there as well, in case something happens to Shiake's body. We've also got Roderick and Farnese's brother. I forgot his name. It's important that everyone's awareness is focused in one place for this rite. Even those who have not studied the arcane arts can contribute to magic. I don't get it, but sounds good. Yeah, just not much going on. Wow, so Shiake's got a bunch of violet candles around her. We've also got, damn, my memory. What's that guy's name? You know, the elder wizard or the mage from Elf Island. He's present as well. All right, so Shiake is about to enter the zone. And what's going on? Right now, Master's consciousness is expanding into the realm of the dead, or rather a domain even deeper beyond, quietly. Wow, so I guess Shirk is gonna go past her limits. I got a feeling she's not gonna be able to find Casca though. I feel like Falconia is gonna have some sort of a barrier. So Shirka's consciousness is just, it's traveling away, it's going away. Can't believe I'm forgetting her name as well. You know the little pixie that's with Shiake. Is it Isabella? She's there as well. Jesus. Oh no! Oh man, my eye. I thought it was like lightning and thunderbolts everywhere, but it's not, because I think the ship is going flying, but it's actually the that world tree thing, whatever you call it, what Ganishka used to be, not what he used to be. What Ganishka became, more or less. You know that tree, the power tree, whatever you call it. That's just spreading like wildfire. I think that's what Griffith meant when he said east. So this tree is just fully expanding everywhere, isn't it? And the Shiake says, "This is the dragon's path. It stretches on without end. I can manifest my perception beyond the horizon." Oh, so it's a good thing. Okay. Oh, what is this dense OD gathering in the far distance, as if all the OD is flowing towards a single point? Again, this is from that tree thing. There can only be one such place within the bounds of this world, and there, and surely there. Where's this thing gonna go? All we know is that it's heading east. This is what Griffith what Griffith said in the last chapter. Right, well, we're gonna get onto Guts. I haven't even seen the full page yet. We just see a bunch of rats eating and just wasting away. Guts isn't moving. Oh my god, God, I don't like seeing him like this, man. Guts looks like he's about to... I can't describe it. He looks so drained, so tired. He wants to sleep, but he's sweating as hell. And I could have sworn the next image is like the eye of the Beast of Darkness, but it's coming from the sword, his sword. Gus is literally lying down, face planted into the freaking floor, with his sword just like, a few centimeters in front of him. And you got this type of black ooze coming out, or some black thing. The Beast of Darkness, what did I say? I freaking called it. Beast of Darkness has returned. Oh no. Oh no. Didn't I? I'm not sure if I'm wrong. You guys can fact check me on this, if well, depending on who's watching. But didn't I say a few chapters ago that I thought this is when Guts kind of, or it's a possibility that Guts is going to succumb to the Beast of Darkness. It's like it was inevitable, and it was teased what all the way back during the little arc with the sea god, or that thing, whatever you call it. Yeah, the sea god. That's when Isma came for the first time. But the Beast of Darkness has made its return. Kahaha. Guts. That's why he's struggling. Guts is just lying down. He can't move. He's quivering. He's shivering. Beast of Darkness has opened up. It's unhinged its jaw a little bit in its dog form, and it's just circling around Guts. This is quite intense. He's not even circling around. He's lying down. It looks like he's just mocking him, bro. That is the most like savage but sassy but egotistical freaking pose that I've seen the Beast of Darkness do. It's like he's just looking at Guts like, didn't I tell you? Yeah, literally, and look what he says. You want it, don't you? And you just see a bunch of chains that are broken. Guts is gonna go apeshit. He's gonna destroy everything. Watch. Look at this, bro. Look at him. You want it, don't you? Power. And Guts' eye just goes open. No wonder he wants power, because, bro, he can't touch Griffith. And Guts knows he can't succumb. Guts is shaking, sweating, hands are quivering. He's getting angrier, and he's... Did he just grab his sword? He's grabbing onto something, but it doesn't look like the edge of his sword. He's grabbed onto his sword nonetheless, or whatever that thing is. He's grabbed onto his sword. He's on his feet again. I can't see his eyes, but he's looking tense. And then you just see the Beast of Darkness. That's like the next image. Just moving. I can't see his head. What is going on? Eh? Sorry, I'm trying to process all of this. I went to the next page. So Gus was gonna succumb to the Beast of Darkness. His head just becomes black, and you see like that white eye coming out. And a bunch of like black aura just comes from him. It's like oozing from him almost. Yes, it is. I'm blind, man. Guts is pissed, and his eyes are like whitened. He's getting angry. He's succumbing to the Beast of Darkness. And of all people, I was not expecting this, but of all people, oh, for God. You know what? I'm like, I didn't expect this, but I'm not too surprised. Just because it's Berserk. Guts was about to do something. And of course, who comes? You would expect it to be the Moonlight Boy? No. We got a nude Griffith standing on top of his freaking sword. Guts is obviously shocked. Who wouldn't be when you're looking at Griffith nude, for God's sake? This guy, man, honestly, he's... This is not going to end well, man. So Guts is shook, as he is. He's scared, sweating. Griffith just looking at him in a patronizing way, man. You just see that one eye of his. I don't understand what the hell's going on. I don't get why Griffith is there. And how he travels so quick. He's going east, that's all we know, but he's on the frickin' ship. He's standing on the sword like he did all those chapters ago from like the first battle that they had. Or one of the battles, remember, and he had Griffith on the top of his sword. What? Griffith was on top of him. Wait a minute, so was that just a vision? And sorry, my bad. There wasn't any black aura coming from Guts. It was just his cape. Guts just looks at a nude Griffith, and just by that sight, he just puts his hand over his mouth, and he just drops to the floor, and it looks like he's vomiting something. Yeah, he's puking. What? Yeah, he's just vomiting something out. He's dropped to his knees, and he's just looking sick. And whatever that liquid coming from his mouth is just pure white. Okay. And Guts's eyes, his one eye is like whitened a little bit. His mouth is open with some of that white liquid coming from his mouth. Yeah, it's literally clear liquid, but he just face plants into the floor. He's like knocked out. He's literally knocked out. I don't get what's going on. He's face planted into the ground, knocked out, and he got the beast of darkness again just in front of him. Kaha. You cannot deny me. That brand limits you. You cannot deny me. That flesh restrains you. You cannot deny me. That brand limits you. You cannot deny me. That flesh restrains you. I'm a little bit confused, I can't lie. That flesh restrains you. Your flesh, your blood, the creaking of your bones, your pain, even your soul, yield them to me, your all. If you do, kahaha, Guts has once again grabbed his sword. I'm not sure if he was already holding onto the sword when he passed out, but the image, the image that I'm seeing right now is the Beast of Darkness saying all of that cryptic stuff, wanting Guts to yield. Guts is clenching onto his sword. Sorry, hold on, what the hell's going on? You just see a bunch of chains and weapons and like, what do you call it? Like a grappling hook? I don't know what you call that, but a bunch of things coming out of the windows that are broken from that room. Roderick, Farnese's brother, Serpico, they're all shook, no wonder. Everything's just coming out of a room, it's breaking. What's this? A smoke bomb? So it wasn't Guts, it's... What the heck? This is Ganishka's... So these were some of the soldiers from Ganishka's army, or his empire at least. They just come out of this room, and their eyes are whitened. Yeah, one guy's licking a sword. They look like zombies. They all look like zombies, almost. Oh God, yeah, they came in the room and Shirke is doing her thing, isn't she? Right, so they're about to attack everyone. How did they even get on the ship? Okay, I can't lie, I'm a bit confused. Right, so they've just grabbed a bunch of people, these soldiers from Ganishka's army. I'm assuming it has to be Ganishka's army because, yeah, they look like Kushan soldiers. So a bunch of these soldiers have invaded the ship. They're grabbing onto some of the people. They're blocking other people from escaping. You got Farnese just struggling. Shirke still in the zone. Everyone's running about. Oh. And now, I can't tell if these Kushan soldiers are possessed or not, or zombies or whatever. They've just broken in they've broken in the room that Guts was in. And this chapter ends with Guts just lying on the freaking floor with him holding the sword. Trapped, both body and soul. what fate awaits the party. And that is the end of this chapter. Huh. I can't lie. I'm a little bit confused. I'm trying to understand what the whole point of this. Well, I don't understand Griffith's appearance. Because that couldn't have been him if that was the case. I mean, it must have been a vision of some sort. I'm just going back a couple of the pages. Okay, so it starts off when it comes to Guts. He's struggling against the Beast of Darkness. We can confidently say this is Guts at his absolute worst. Struggling against the Beast of Darkness. I think he was trying to resist or something. Like he's shaking and then he holds onto his sword. Yeah, I believe, yeah, in my opinion, he was trying to resist the Beast of Darkness, but then you just see that next panel of the Beast of Darkness, his eyes just glooming over with the face. And it looks like it was about to take over for a second, and then... Yeah, because Guts' eye just like whitens, it looks like the Beast of Darkness. But in my opinion, Guts was resisting as much as he could, still struggling in some way, but then the mere sight of Griffith on top of the sword, I'm going to take this as no matter how much he struggles, I think this was just more like a hallucination or like a vision of some sort, or like a reminder. Like Guts is just thinking, no matter how much he struggles, like Griffith is always going to be like on top of him in some way. I mean, the image of Griffith is like you're just sitting or just on top of the sword nonetheless. And you got the expression of Griffith looking at Guts in a patronizing way, and then Guts is shook. And then Guts just vomits. And then he just passes out. Yeah, he just passes out. And from what we can take of that whole thing, I'm just going to assume that Guts has just had enough. Like, it is true. I know the whole notion of this is, keep fighting and keep struggling, but there's only so much a guy can take. I think this was just him at his breaking point, where he just couldn't take in that much more, and then he's just, he passed out. Because that does happen sometimes when you're so tired. I mean, yeah, I just think he's losing. Like he lost the battle against the Beast of Darkness. He's just losing. He's losing. You cannot deny me the brand that limits you. You cannot deny me the flesh. That flesh restrains you. Yeah. So Guts is just losing. He can't continue. Your flesh, your blood, the creaking of your bones, your pain, even your soul, yield them to me. You're all. If you do, and that's how it ends. And then Kushan soldiers come in. Right, so just rereading these pages. I think Guts is gonna succumb to the Beast of Darkness. Like he's gonna make it his choice now because there's not much else he can do. He's finally. It's not official, but from what I've seen. I mean, I might be looking into it too much, but I mean, come on, you just see Guts struggling, trying to restrain himself, and then you just see Griffith out of the blue come on top of the sword, and then Guts freaks out and then vomits and then passes out. It's like the back is broken. There's only so much he can take, and he's at it. He's reached his breaking point, and he's passed out. And the Beast of Darkness is still, saying things. So a part of Guts' consciousness is still there. Remember, the Beast of Darkness is like, isn't it a part of Guts? It's just that dark side of him. Yeah, I think just to summarize this whole thing, in my opinion, it's just Guts finally realizing or him just accepting that he just can't do anything no matter what. No matter how much he struggles, no matter how much he fights back, Griffith is just going to always be there, just 2 steps ahead. So he's given up. That's what I'm taking from this. He's given up. Or he's giving up, at least. And the Beast of Darkness is still there. He was the last one standing. And then it ends with, if you do. I don't understand how the Kushan soldiers were on the ship. That's the thing that confused me the most, to be fair. But nevertheless, they're on the ship. Everyone's in danger again. I mean, this is just classic Berserk, isn't it? And yeah, I think Guts is finally going to succumb to the Beast of Darkness. So we're going to get that savage side of Guts, and no one's going to stop him because Guts has willingly, surrendered. That's just my take. That's my opinion. Again, I could be wrong, but this is what I'm taking from this chapter, because this entire chapter just pretty much showed that Guts lost. He's pretty much lost the battle within himself. He passed out. He just passed out. Yeah. Those are my thoughts on the chapter. And I kind of thought this was going to happen anyways. It just kind of made sense. It made sense, but I kind of called it a few chapters back. This is what I thought was going to happen at some point. Yeah, and I mean, it was teased, wasn't it? I mean, the Beast of Darkness was always going to return. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting, man. I guess Guts could just go apeshit all over the freaking ship, and then no one's going to hold him back. So the situation now is a knocked out Guts, with this chapter heavily teasing that he's going to pretty much surrender and give in to the Beast of Darkness willingly, out of his own free will. Kushan soldiers on board, and you've got Shiokei in that zone trying to find Casca. Tense situation, very tense. Didn't give an update or a date on when chapter 374 is going to come out, but either way, I say it was a good chapter. But again, I have no clue. I have no clue on where the story is going to go. But nevertheless, that's my thoughts and opinions of this chapter. If there's anything that I missed out, feel free to pop in. Well, just let me know in the comments. But this is what I've taken from this chapter. And that being said, hope you all enjoy the video. And take it easy, man. All of you.